Hello class, today we're going to do a mini creative writing lesson on personification. We will focus on making the reading and writing connections for the use of personification. And by the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify examples of personification through text, and you will create an original sentence of your own to show understanding. Our quick write, Time Flies When You're Having Fun by Albert Einstein. What do you think Albert Einstein meant by this? Sure. Maybe time goes by fast when we're having fun, correct? Good. Good thinking. So what is personification? Well, it's a type of figurative language that gives human traits to animals, plants, objects, and other non-human things. So today we're going to read The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. And we're going to notice the personifications within the book. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And every day the boy would come and he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing down from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would fall asleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. But time went by. The boy grew older. And the tree was often alone. Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come climb up my trunk and swing from my branches. Eat my apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I only have leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have some money and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away, and the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy. And she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I'm too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife, and I want children. And so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house. Then you will be happy." So the boy cut off all her branches and carried them away to build his house. Do you think the tree is happy? And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and when he came back, the tree was so happy that she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered. "Come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. Do you think the tree will ever see him again? Do you think she's still happy? And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. "I'm sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone. My teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree. "You cannot swing on them. I am too old to swing on branches," said the boy. "My trunk is gone," said the tree. "You cannot climb." "I am too tired to climb," said the boy. "I'm sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I'm just an old stump. I'm sorry." "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could, "well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest." And the boy did, and the tree was happy. The end. Okay, so that was our story. So why don't we go ahead and recall a few of the examples from the book? So, what was our inanimate object or our non-human object? Yes, the tree. That's right. All right. And so, what are some of the things that the tree could do? Talk, love. Yes, the tree could be happy and sad. Okay. So, what are some other not other human characteristics that we could put on our T-chart here? Smile, cry, and laugh. Good. Okay, so what are some other inanimate objects that we could list that we could end up writing about later on? A chair, pencil, a car. Okay, good. So now for our guided practice, I want you guys to think about some things from the story. So one of the things that I thought of while reading the story that was a personification was the tree smiling. And so I pulled a sentence from the book. The tree smiled as the boy climbed its branches. So can a tree really smile? No. It's just something that the author decided to put in there to be more creative and to show you a little bit more of what he was thinking, what could possibly happen, what made the story more enjoyable, right? So now I want you to think about the T chart, and can somebody give me one of the non-human um, examples that we wrote on this T chart? The car, okay. And who can give me an example of one of the human characteristics that we could give the car? Love. Okay. The car, love. All right. So, what did the car love? Getting washed? Okay, so we'll do that one. The car loved getting washed. That's a really good example. Okay, so now that we have done an example together, I want you guys to get into pairs at the tables. And you're going to create your own T-chart using the piece of paper and the pencils that are already at the table. I want you and your partner to come up with at least 3 examples for each column and try to come up with examples that we haven't already used in our previous T-chart. So once you come up with your examples, then I want you to use your chart and I want you to write 2 personification sentences together. So I want you guys to collaborate and think about what would be something funny or what do you think you could use to write a story with later on. So while you're doing this, I'm going to walk around the room while you're working and just let me know if you have any questions, okay? You guys did really good working in pairs. There were some really funny sentences. I really enjoyed them. So now I think you're ready to do this on your own. So on the next slide, there's going to be some photos. They're the same photos that are at your table. So I want you to take a moment, go get your journals, a pencil, scissors, and a glue stick. Okay, now that you have your supplies, I want you to look at all the photos and I want you to decide which photo that you're going to use. You're going to glue it onto the next clean page in your journal, and you're going to take that photo and you're going to write a personification about it. Once you finish that, I want you to write your own personification, and you can use something from your T-charts. And I want you to illustrate it and then color it as well. And I want you to do your best work because I'm going to use this as an assignment. Don't forget, you can use any of your pictures. Guys, you did an awesome job today, and we're going to just go back over what personification is. It is a type of figurative language that gives human traits to animals, plants, objects, and other non-human things. And I heard one of your classmates give an even better definition for this when I asked. They said that it can also be human characteristics given to non-human objects. That was a good observation. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson, and we are getting ready to go to lunch. Thanks.